Well, hello. You're gonna have to forgive me. Today is going to be completely goofy, and actually, no, you don't have to forgive me, and I'm going to be completely unapologetic. It's been a challenging few days at work, so I've used my personal stress reliever, which is humor, and I posed a question on Facebook last night, and I'll show you. So, who in your household changes their toilet paper or paper towel rolls? I didn't realize it was going to be such a hot topic, but it seems that an overwhelming majority of time, it's the women in the household that change the toilet paper rolls. My husband is notorious for using up what's on the existing attached roll, pulling out a brand new roll of toilet paper, and putting it right next to the actual toilet paper holder, regardless of which bathroom it's in. And he admittedly laughed about this last night when I told him about this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a video tutorial for all those TP replacement challenged individuals on how to change the actual toilet paper roll. Sounds goofy, but you never know. It might work. Yeah, he admittedly said, he's like, I got one even better for you. I'm like, oh God, do I even want to know? He said, actually, I have pulled out a brand new roll of toilet paper, used what I needed to, and put the roll back in the cabinet. I said, so essentially leaving the empty roll for me to have to change? He said, yep. So, what's the saying? Admitting you have a problem is a first step. I have absolutely no misconceptions about the fact that he does not want to get to step 2. And many probably won't either. I just found it funny because last night I had to change 2 toilet paper rolls and a paper towel roll, all of which had been pulled out, and I think that's what caused me to pose this question. The paper towel roll, literally, there was a tiny little, and I should have taken a photograph of it, there was a tiny little smidgen of paper towel left on the cardboard holder. And I think he took the cardboard holder off the stand and used the whole thing like a wand to wipe the counter. Left it on the counter, pulled out a new paper towel, but did not put it on. Like, really, it's just, you get the idea. Oh, the sun is out. All right. We've had rain, and we really did need rain. We haven't had rain in, I think, as of yesterday, was the 17th day without rain. So I'm happy to have the rain. Excuse me. But, oy. So, yeah, for those of you who didn't see it, it's on Facebook. There's some really funny comments that people have left along the way. If you don't live alone and you have male residents in the house, it is highly likely that they are not changing toilet paper rolls, or paper towel rolls for that matter. So, although admittedly, I have never had an issue with the toilet seat placement. That has always been down. I don't think I've ever seen it up, which is a benefit, and I have to give kudos to my husband's mom. Hopefully she's the one who got him into that nice habit. So, what's on the agenda today? Leftovers for lunch, and when I do warm up my leftovers, I will share with you. Oh, it's afternoon already, so it'll be in a little bit. I will share with you, for those of you who think that I always make something delicious and something succeeds successfully for dinner, that's not always the fact. This week, I had a completely unsuccessful dinner. It tasted delicious, but there was one very glaring issue with it, which I will explain shortly, which which last night's leftovers were born out of the problem with the previous night's dinner. But I found a way to fix it. So for those of you who didn't see what we had for dinner last night, I'll put a picture of it right after this segment. It was, I guess I could tell you, it was deconstructed lasagna over Red Bliss roasted potatoes and tzatziki sauce on the side. extra garlic for my husband. So, and I'll explain in a minute why see my office phone. Gotta go. So there's lunch. It's leftovers from last night's dinner, which is actually repurposed leftovers from lasagna. This is what happened. I'm not gonna blame anyone. Actually, I'll take the blame myself. I made lasagna a couple of nights ago. And I don't know if it's through a misunderstanding or the stress that I was under at the moment. I did not realize that the lasagna noodles were not the no pre-cook, you know, the no pre-boil, the easy bake or whatever, quick bake. I don't even remember what they're called. You don't have to parboil them before putting them in. So I put them in. Made the sauce, you know, homemade sauce, the ricotta, egg, parm mixture, which I added roasted cauliflower to. So I layered everything, you know, and that's not a quick kind of thing. And I did that all after work. So by the time Polly got home from work, it was coming out of the oven. I went to go cut it, and the darn noodles were crunchy. Not like crunchy, they got crispy, crunchy as in not cooked. Well, the flavors of everything else was really tasty, so I pulled out all of the lasagna noodles and repurposed the sauce, the meat sauce, the cheese layers, all of that. And I just put it on top of roasted red bliss potatoes for last night's dinner. And this is extra garlic tzatziki with shredded cucumbers and lots and lots of dill with yogurt and sour cream and lemon juice and lemon zest. So that is my leftover. So for those of you who think that I don't make mistakes in the kitchen, I absolutely do, just like everybody else. I did find a way to repurpose the food because it was quite tasty. It's just that the noodles were just awful. So pulled the noodles out, saved the sauces as leftover, and put them on top of the taters. So I'm going to eat my lunch, and I have a couple of meetings, and then I will share with you my sketch for Mother's Day cards. I'm so late in sending out my mother-in-law's, but I think she expects that from me by now, so if I was on time or early, she'd think something was wrong. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, unless something goes totally awry at work, which there is a strong possibility of happening.